Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Zaron.
Elizabeth.
What's up?
I'm doing. How you doing?
Good.
Nice. I'm on the right side of the bars.
Love that.
Above
ground and getting paid.
You know how we do.
That's us. You know what's ridiculous?
I do, Elizabeth. Oh, do I?
Uh-oh.
I was, how we do, both of us. We read news stories and we're like, oh, could that be something I tell the other in a funny story? Well, this one isn't a full episode, but it's definitely worth me telling you.
Okay.
So the headline is Prior Lake woman arrested with bag of drugs, labeled definitely not a bag of drugs.
Oh, no.
So this 48-year-old woman from the Prior Lake area, she had a bag labeled definitely not a bag of drugs. And on the midnight, just before midnight on New Year's Eve, she was pulled over for suspicion of drunk driving. And this was all due to the fact that the police, when they pulled her over for swerving on this one boulevard, the police asked the woman if she'd been drinking. She responded, a lot.
Oh, honey.
She added that she took a Jaeger bomb just before driving, like one for the road, Elizabeth.
Ew.
And she had been drinking Jameson and Red Bulls all night.
Oh, God.
So they breathalyzed her, right? Tests come back. Blood alcohol is 0.195, which is double
Whoa.
the legal limit, right?
Yeah.
So the police,
More than
they
double.
arrest the woman, and then they start to go through her car, and she tells them if they do, they're going to, quote, find a bunch of in her car. So the officers indeed found a brown bag with the writing on it. In the bag was, get this, 14 individual psychedelic mushrooms, so magic mushrooms,
Okay.
a pot brownie.
Uh-huh.
The police also found some more just loose pot, some cocaine,
Well,
three pills of modafinil. I guess it's Provigil. It's an antidepressant,
I don't know.
and an oxycodone pill. In her bag, definitely not a bag full of drugs.
Oh, my God. She was on an adventure.
Yeah, this was January 7th of this year that I saw this story reported.
I hope she turns her life around.
I do too. I just love her her candor. She's like, look, it's like even if some people lie to their doctor.
Yeah, why?
She's like, no, look, you got it all. All the evidence is there. You're gonna find some stuff in my bag.
She's got the misleading bag.
You've been drinking?
Love it.
A lot.
A lot.
Sorry. There you go. Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Do you want to know what else is ridiculous?
I'd love to.
Beige.
The color?
Yeah. This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, and cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
Oh, you damn right.
I know I've mentioned influencers here before.
You have.
Yeah, it's a phenomenon I just don't understand. I don't understand following a person online because you like their fashion or lifestyle choices. Like, who cares?
You really don't. You understand
They don't
that.
make anything. They just pose with things, or like they show their butts on beaches.
Yeah, no, but sometimes they do. Like, there's a lot of outfit of the day or buy this look kind of stuff. Or musicians who are like, I found this shop that sells these records.
Well, that's different. It's a musician who's trying to get a side hustle. I found a shop that sells records.
But they also will sell a look often, so they will sell products.
The ones that really creep me out are the parents who put their kids on social media.
Oh, yeah. Are they still doing that?
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll see a video on Instagram of some kid doing something that's cute, and for a moment I'm like, oh, and then I immediately snap out of it, and I'm like, that is so exploitative.
Yeah.
And how dangerous. There are a lot of creeps out there.
I think people need to have these different tiers of exposure. There should be some things for friends and family, and then some things for the group chat, and then some things for wider public consumption.
Yeah.
They need inside jokes, outside jokes.
Right.
This is not an outside joke. I'm not saying that's not funny, but it's really offensive to a large part of the population. So maybe don't make that joke outside.
Exactly. In my family, we've got the group chats that involve what we call content, pictures of and videos of my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
But he never appears on. No one ever puts anything online.
Yeah, exactly. No matter how cute or funny he is. Although I have to say he was on America's Funniest Homes videos, so there is a little bit of so I don't know what you're talking about.
He was on America's Funniest Home Videos. I forgot about that.
So,
yeah, that is. Okay, well, aside from that.
Touche, Burnett.
I totally forgot about that. Anyway, gotta let kids be kids. So I'm guilty of doom scrolling online.
Oh, yeah.
And getting dragged into like endless streams of Instagram reels. Because it takes me a while to kind of like
tuck into bed,
tuck
go to
into
sleep.
bed. So I'll say like I'm going to bed, and then an hour later I'm still laying there. But I can't just fall asleep. And so, I have to say that I think things began to fall apart for us as a society with social media. I said this to you the other day.
You did.
I mean, the intention is great, connecting people, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But it's become a poison. It's terrible. It messes with people's heads.
I don't think it's the what, it's the how.
No, it is. It's the how too. Like when you monetize and the whole thing, it works for both sides of the influencer equation. So you have the consumers seeing these videos and photos of altered reality and wanting it for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
The images are manipulated, not just like with Photoshop or whatever, but like the behind the scenes tricks. So it's an unreality. They make a place look amazing, and then tourists descend on it and turn it into a hellscape.
Totally.
They pretend to eat some confection, whether it's like an improbable pastry or like a milkshake-esque coffee drink.
Yeah, I mean, they're not actually drinking
No,
that
they'll like
or
buy
eating
it, like pose and then throw it away. And everyone swarms on the places like locusts, and they disappear, hungry for the next thing.
And all the camera tricks that are involved in presentation.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like actual editing, just forced perspective.
On the other end of it, the influencers create an unreality in which they live. Like they demand freebies and deals.
Oh, yeah.
They block walkways in airports and like tables at restaurants to film idiotic clips. They come to believe their own hype.
Yes.
And
that they're important.
I'm sure it takes work to launch oneself as an influencer.
Yeah, effort.
But I don't believe it takes talent.
No, persistence, I think, is what it takes.
Yeah, they aren't creating anything. They're serving corporate, capitalist, consumerist interests. Like they are tools of a commercial machine.
I will say that there has to be some talent for some of the real goers because of the ones who other people end up imitating. There's a lot of imitation in the space of influencing.
I think it's more luck than talent. They're fungible, right?
Sure.
And even more so as they all start to look like each other.
Yes.
But I think for whatever reason, and sometimes when one of them hits, is that because of corporate influence that extends their reach further than
There's that
ones
question.
who try it, organically? They get enough followers, they start to feel that like their fame is far reaching, right?
Yeah, and it's real.
They start to with like the
lasting.
whole don't you know who I am thing, like when they are denied what they want.
It's like a super big sized version of, do you know who my dad is?
Totally. And like what they want is like free stuff or preferential treatment.
Yeah.
And as a rule, I find I don't really patronize the same establishments as these folks.
Businesses, locales,
Yeah.
travel destinations.
One time you and I were at Hyphy Burger in Oakland.
That's right.
To check it out. And there was a food influencer there who'd like set up a camera array at one of the tables to record himself, just like putting the hurt on a burger.
With that tabletop tripod. And
Yeah. I was mesmerized, and it was like cringe inducing and strange.
For you. For me, it was like a sociological experiment, or like being a naturalist. You're like, in his actual environment, the influencer will don.
So I've talked about scammer influencers.
Yes.
Well, what about influencer on influencer beef?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, let's dig in on that
I'm
one.
liking the sound of this.
So, like, there are food influencers, like, little kid at Hyphy Burger, but also style influencers, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those cats is Ben Yang,
Ben
a.k.a.
Yang.
Ben Baller.
Ben Baller. This sounds
And I
vaguely
have to
familiar, but I don't
establish
think I know
first,
him.
like, before I go into this, all the people I name, don't come at me. Like, I'm doing you a favor. I'm talking about you. So don't get mad at me, influencers. Like, you're welcome.
You're spreading their reach.
Welcome. Anyway.
Spicy.
Yeah, I know, right? So Ben Yang, a.k.a. Ben Baller, he's an LA-based entrepreneur whose public identity is built around 3 overlapping careers. Entertainment work.
Okay.
Celebrity-facing custom jewelry.
All right.
And influencer media. So like podcasts and social platforms. He's a triple threat, Zaron.
Apparently.
He was your typical LA entertainment industry operator. He got to start in the music industry. He was a VP of A&R at Priority Records.
Okay, I know that.
His family owned a jewelry shop, and then he pivoted to that at some point, and he became closely associated with custom, quote, iced out jewelry for musicians and entertainers.
Okay.
Like pave stuff is basically, when I think of like what, looks iced out.
So this is like Jacob the Jeweler West
Yes,
Coast.
yes. I found a bunch of interviews with the guy, and all I can say is that I had to control my rage. For some reason, this guy irritates the potatoes out of me. There's this interview in Flaunt magazine, so right there, and it's basically gibberish. Here's a sample. Here's the question. When you were VP of A&R at Priority Records, what was jewelry in your life at that point? That's the question.
What was jewelry in your life?
What was jewelry in your life at that point?
The career path?
Zaron, you're a journalist. You're a phenomenal interviewer.
It was still a noun.
So it was still a noun. Here's his response.
Please.
I loved it, but working in the corporate world is interesting. I was making good money. If you deserve to make money, then you should make money. Meaning, if you have points on a record, points would translate to somewhat ownership, but not really. If you're making good money at a record label and doing well, you should be rewarded with the right salary. A lot of people are doing well, and they haven't hit it yet. I hadn't necessarily hit it yet at Priority, even though we had successes. The structure of the label back then, it's not necessarily set up for anybody to eat but the CEO. Some people can, some people can't. You have to be in the right position. I went in there literally out of my means. I wanted to wear Versace, whatever the flyest clothes were, have all the cool shit, drive a fly car. It's funnier every time I think about it. What made me happy or what I really looked forward to and that lifestyle, I wake up daily now and I laugh. Everything I wanted then, whether it was jewelry or anything, even if a watch is completely inflated in price, watch prices are now at the worst they've ever been. Some watches that cost 50 or 60 grand, they're 150, 200 grand now. Even at that price, if I really, really wanted it, I'll go buy 10 or 20 of them. It's nothing I really care about.
Sir, the question was, is this your signature?
Yeah, let's go back to the original question. When you were VP of A&R at Priority Records, what was jewelry in your life at that point?
Yes.
Like, much of the rest of the interview is about a custom gold mini fridge.
What?
Yeah. The whole thing, I was like, am I having a stroke?
I just have to clarify because you're saying words and I think I know what they mean, but maybe not. When you say a gold mini fridge, is this a mini fridge to keep your gold cold? Or is this a mini fridge that's actually made of gold?
Gold-plated miniature refrigerator.
Okay, I just had to be clarified.
I know. The LA Times, they did a profile of him in 2016 about his menswear venture.
Oh, Lord.
They talked about his, quote, improbable career arc.
Improbable career. That sounds like an insult.
Yeah, and they said that part of the jewelry business was funded by selling his sneaker collection. He sold it for more than $1 million.
He was like a mad shoe beast?
Yeah, I guess. So the jewelry business is Icy Fresh. ICEE, like the 7-Eleven drink. But now it goes by IF and Co.
Because 7-Eleven threatened to sue?
Yeah, there are categories on the store website, like Jesus Pieces, which is different from Reese's Pieces.
And these are just like in gold encrusted and diamond encrusted crosses?
Jesus eyes, yeah.
Okay. Because Jesus, the first thing he'd want to see is that.
He was like, I love it so much, I'm going to kick these tables over.
I bet the poor really are benefiting from this.
This is perfect for me.
The shine off your bling.
There's also cryptocurrency jewelry.
Of course there is.
Wolf jewelry.
Like wolf heads?
Like ooh,
okay,
wolf. And royal jewelry. And this is what it says under there.
Please.
Enter the realm of majesty with IF and Company's royal jewelry collection. This exquisite range is a celebration of royal elegance, featuring designs inspired by kings, queens, crowns, and the grandeur of knightly valor.
Just crowns.
Each piece in this collection is a testament to the opulence and prestige of royalty. And it's basically like the king and queen faces from decks of cards.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And then a crown or two.
It's not like mid-century cool, like, oh, Prince Rainier wore a watch like this.
No, heavens, no. Yeah. His personal logo, remember it's Ben Baller, is an overlapping BB that's a ripoff of the Rolls-Royce logo.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a podcast.
Well, why not?
Cold as Ice with Ben Baller and Jimmy Boy.
Jimmy Boy is his
Jimmy
barber?
Boy is all one word, and boy is B-O-I.
Okay.
It's not an iHeart joint, thank God. That would be awkward. Apparently, he's bailed on that project, though.
No.
He pivoted to short-form podcast.
TikTok videos.
Yeah, something he calls free game, which is just him, like, it looks like just talking at the camera for a little bit. I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to watch any of them.
I love us becoming, again, an oral culture.
Yes. Here's what those have to offer the viewer. Jewelry and business insights.
Rise and grind, and also get your shine.
Oh, he shares his expertise as a celebrity jeweler and entrepreneur. Lifestyle and culture, where he discusses trends, culture, and his interests, including golf. And then quick, valuable content, short, punchy episodes or clips offering valuable insights as he aims to provide, quote, free game.
So when he drops free game, this is like, say, like dating advice, maybe some dietary advice.
Yeah.
His take on international relations.
Yes. Plant your seeds early. Yeah. There's that whole golf thing. Like, he's a golf guy now,
Naturally.
I guess.
Because that code's wealthy.
But we're getting away from why
I bet he's
here.
just getting into skiing soon, because that's the thing
well,
now.
no, because there's Saudi money in golf.
Oh, right.
And that's what he's all about. Okay, so we're getting away from why we're here, though.
Okay, please.
Crime.
Drag us back.
Crime. Ben Baller and his wife, Nicolette Yang, they were hosting a birthday party for their 7-year-old son. Nicolette called up this bakery in LA, well, Studio City, called Big Sugar Bake Shop. It was like a cute, popular place.
I bet they live in Calabasas.
Probably. Nicolette asked for a cake with a, quote, modern mad science birthday party theme.
What?
And then she gave him a reference image. And
Thank God.
The cake in the photograph had a beaker spilling on the top and like a play on the periodic table. And then these like pill-like jelly beans had fallen out of the beaker and like all around on the bottom.
Is this like because the kid was a big Breaking Bad fan? He's
I guess.
like, I love
It's
beakers
like
and science.
stuff.
No, I get it.
Stuff.
Yeah, but still.
So Big Sugar sent an invoice that itemized all the design components and the pricing, including a line item described as pills, $15. Nicolette responded positively to this invoice and said, okay, sounds great.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
a direct quote.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Okay, sounds great. And asked for a frosting color change. Like, it sounds great, but can we make this green?
Seafoam green.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Big Sugar amended and resent the invoice, and it still said pills, $15. So there is one matter at dispute here. Did Nicolette tell the bakery that the cake was for a kid? She says yes. The bakery says no.
Oh, no.
So when the cake
Oh,
arrived,
Lord.
the Yangs freaked out. What looked like jelly beans in the reference picture came to life on the actual cake as fondant decorations that looked like realistic pills.
Like little ecstasy pills. And,
all sorts of, like, you know.
You like Molly, kids?
Exactly. So we had the dispute, is this for a kid? And then there was the dispute, how did it go down once the cake was turned over? So as Ben Baller tells it, he phoned and he sought an apology and a refund. And he calmly said,
Oh, I'm sure.
it was inappropriate to put drugs on a 7-year-old's cake. And he claimed that the bakery employee was rude, blamed his wife, and suggested they thought the cake was for a pharmacy school graduate, and then they hung up on him. In Big Sugar's account of what happened, employees said Ben Baller immediately threatened the bakery with his platform, saying he had a TV show, a podcast, and over 1 million followers who would, quote, destroy Big Sugar.
I will end you.
They said he used all sorts of foul language and a variety of threats over multiple phone calls.
For a 7-year-old's birthday cake.
Yes. So the bakery, they're like, okay, we triage. We got to fix this.
Yes.
So they started making a replacement immediately because the party was still hours away. And so you have to imagine they have blanks, like unfrosted rounds of cake on hand, and they just got to decorating as quickly as
I'm
they
with
could.
it.
And then they delivered the second cake to the Yangs, but it wasn't enough. So within minutes of the calls, after he's calling and threatening, Ben Yang, aka Ben Baller, he starts posting about Big Sugar on social media.
Before the issue's resolved at all.
Nasty, threatening messages. He gave the name and the location of the bakery. He posted about how the baker, quote, up royally and is now, quote, legit canceled. On Twitter, he wrote, quote, instead of jelly beans, they put RX prescription pills on my 7-year-old's B-Day cake emoji. And then 2 days later, he discussed the incident on his podcast.
Oh, man.
So what happened next is like totally by the outrage playbook.
Okay.
So Big Sugar, they start getting calls and messages from his followers.
Oh, he actually does have followers that are not international.
Yeah.
They actually could get to the phone system
Yes.
and contact him.
Angry stuff. People threatened the staff. They left bad reviews. They said they contacted authorities about how the bakery put pills on a kid's cake.
Oh, actual drugs.
Yeah. Like, honey, that's going to cost
Not
you more than
fondant, but $15.
it's going to cost you more than $15 to get actual. So then Big Sugar notified Ben Baller via Twitter that they were receiving these threats. He shot back that they were trying to, quote, play the victim. So they go to their lawyers. Through counsel, they demand that Baller retract or correct what they said were false statements.
Yeah.
My friend Ben Baller did not retract or correct.
No.
Lawsuit time. So then they go after him for libel, slander, unfair competition law, which prohibits false or misleading advertising and illegal business practices. 9 offensive social media posts were cited in the lawsuit.
9.
Yeah. Baller responded with a special motion to strike under California's anti-slap statute because he said his statements were protected speech made in connection with an issue of public interest.
Oh, man. This depends on what kind of lawyers you have to argue this. Because
He said there was, quote, candy confusion. This was a consumer safety issue. And then he said also, because he was famous, it made it newsworthy.
He called himself famous.
Yeah, it is. The trial court was like, no, motion denied.
Yeah, thank you.
He appealed it.
He went too far. If he stayed with the slap, he might have gotten further.
He appealed it, though.
Of course he did.
And then the California 2nd District Court of Appeals, September 3rd, 2021, denied again.
Thank you.
And their headline conclusion was simple. Like, this was a private customer dispute over a cake order, not made in any connection with an issue of public interest, which is what's required for anti-slap.
Yeah.
The court also rejected the idea that audience size or self-described celebrity status automatically turns ordinary grievances into public issue speech. And the court viewed his post aimed at trying to rally a crowd against a specific business rather than participating in a broader public conversation. So the important thing is, though, the ruling didn't decide who was right about the cake. And I couldn't find out what happened to the original lawsuit, so I'm going to imagine they settled. Big Sugar Bake Shop is now permanently closed, although I don't think it's because of this.
Oh, okay. So this is just on their unfortunate
on
path
that
to
road,
closure.
Yeah. Let's stop for some ads, and when we come back, more influencers.
Yeah.
Zaron.
Elizabeth.
This is the story of 2 influencers. Inside all of us are 2 influencers.
I was so afraid you were going to go there.
So we begin with Sydney Nicole Gifford. She's a lifestyle and shopping-focused social media influencer who built a business around promoting consumer products, especially through Amazon's influencer ecosystem.
Okay. Any relation to Kathy Lee Gifford?
Let's say sure.
What?
No.
Oh, I got too excited.
You got really excited about that.
I was like, there's a connection to Regis Philbin in this?
Reg.
She's 1 degree away from Regis, Elizabeth.
Be careful, tread lightly. So she's an Amazon influencer.
Yes.
This bums me out.
Why?
I don't know that,
what's the difference between an Amazon influencer and a TikTok influencer?
Because then it's not even no, Amazon, she's on all these various platforms, but she's just shilling for Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I assume she's moving product and she just goes through lots of products and all over her posts are like, I found this on Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so her whole operation is this family endeavor. Her mom is pretty much her manager. She handles the business emails and logistics. The mom, Laura, says that her daughter was making stop motion videos and uploading them to YouTube at age 12.
Okay.
And that her influencer platform took off several years later.
So all I hear is she's a talented little filmmaker, and she's just trying to make her way in the world and spread her joy.
When Ben Wyatt was depressed on Parks and Recreation, he tried to make the stop motion in months to make just 3 seconds.
Yes.
That's her. So in all sorts of media coverage, Gifford is repeatedly described as cultivating a highly consistent neutral palette. in her home and content.
Okay.
The Verge magazine describes her home environment as a content, quote, set, filled with Amazon products and maintained in an intentionally monochrome look.
Okay. So it's like kind of like a Martha Stewart, but without any of the solar life Martha Stewart brings.
We'll get to her. Her income.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her income is tied to promoting products and earning commissions.
Okay.
And all these products have a certain like vibe.
So she's like a Truman Show meets a Showcase Showdown on Price is Right.
There's an aesthetic.
Okay.
Can I vent for a second?
Aren't you already?
That's all I do. I do nothing but vent.
Window tissue. Stop.
I know. I talk a lot about what irritates me, Zaron.
No, you
and it usually involves the younger set. I'm an old crone.
Okay.
I can't stand when people use the word aesthetic to mean just basically pleasing or nice looking. Like, oh, that sunset is so aesthetic.
Oh, yes. No, that does hit the ear wrong.
Just, like, something can have an aesthetic.
Yes,
like
yes.
Rococo,
Yes.
Nerdcore, Little House on the Prairie. I don't know.
Good example.
Something can be aesthetically pleasing.
Sure.
As a philosophy.
Something can be your aesthetic.
Precisely. As a philosophy, it's exploring the very nature of beauty and art. It comes from the Greek, right? Aesthetia, aesthetikos, perception, to perceive. You have to perceive something, though. There needs to be an object.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done. I just needed to get that out.
I'm glad you look
It is
like
so aesthetic. You're like,
teeth grinding.
oh my God. So now let's meet Alyssa Shield.
Do we have to?
No.
I'm kidding. Let's hear it. What's up, Lizzie Shield?
Alyssa Shield. Alyssa Shield.
Oh, Alyssa. Sorry.
Alyssa Shield. She's also a lifestyle influencer working heavily in Amazon-linked product promotion.
Uh-huh.
Both of these gals have like 500,000 people following them across various platforms. And both of these gals share a color palette and look. Something that became known as sad beige.
Sad, poor beige.
In all the media coverage. Sad
Really?
beige. Yeah, like hashtag sad beige.
She's a sad beige creator.
They actually look alike. They both have long brown hair, straight, parted down the middle, like lightly bronzed skin.
Oh, wow.
Everything else beige, clothes, house, everything.
Oh, have you seen the
Oatmeal, beige.
the color charts of like the amount, like the colors? I saw one today. It was like the interior and exterior colors people use for their home environments, for both for the paint and for the design inside their home. And you go from like 6 different colors for the 20s, the 30s, 6 different colors in the 40s, 6 different colors in the 50s, get to the 70s, and they kind of like lose their mind on drugs from the 60s. Everything goes like orange, brown, and avocado green. And then the 80s, you get this like the last little bit. Then the 90s, it just washes out into the beginning of like earth tones. And then the 2000s, just like beiges. And now we're just down to like slate gray and beige.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
By 2024, that aesthetic, neutral, minimalist, dominated by beige, cream, all these muted tones. That was like everything with these lifestyle influencers.
Why does it get? Well, I know for home resale, it's like, oh, it's easy for people to do that.
The thing.
But for your life environment, do you plan to live there?
I need more color in my life.
Oh, I love color.
I was reading something the other day where a person was trying to decide on a color for their cabinets, and they wanted something gray or beige, grayish. And there were all these comments that were like, that's a really good choice, because when you go to sell the house, people want to see neutrals. But as you're saying, like, you have to, this person just moved in.
That's like my friends who would we'd get toys and they wouldn't want to take it out of the box because they plan on reselling. You know, this will be worth if I don't open it. I'm like, I'm buying my toys to play with.
Play with the toy.
The hell with the market value.
See,
we are 9 years old.
Well, this is the attitude we have, because these things that need to be staged, ready to move, because like homes have become investments far more than domiciles.
Totally.
And so like you have to live in the place, enjoy the space you inhabit. Yes.
Yeah.
Color brings enjoyment.
Oh, it does. It vibes you into places you don't know you want to go.
And not every place has to look like a hotel.
Oh, no, it should not.
Yeah. Anyway, so the influencers call this look clean, which my response is cluttered and messy.
Yeah, no, I reserve clean for like when somebody's looking really good. I'm like, man, you look clean.
Right.
But that's like, they want it to be like sterile.
Yeah, I don't want sterile.
They're just using a better word for it
for
marketing purposes.
But that's what they're selling.
Antiseptic.
And so they kept these things neutral when it came to fashion, home decor, like other consumer products, appliances, cars, luggage, prosthetic limbs. I just thought I'd throw that in there for you.
Elizabeth Dutton body humor.
There it is. So their followers were all about this subdued palette, minimalistic composition.
Okay.
But there wasn't room enough in this town for two sad beige ladies.
I bet not.
It seems Gifford thought that Sheil was biting her style or lack thereof. So in April
But they're both biting styles. Like, how can they either one of them be like, this is totally my aesthetic?
In April of 2024, Gifford filed a lawsuit in federal court in the Western District of Texas against Sheil. And the lawsuit alleged that Sheil had systematically copied Gifford's signature neutral beige / cream aesthetic and leveraged it to promote similar products, thereby infringing on Gifford's intellectual property and commercial identity.
Okay.
Gifford's complaint included a range of legal claims. So she was talking about copyright infringement.
Okay.
She said that Sheil's social media posts bore unauthorized similarity to Gifford's original content.
Oh.
Trade dress infringement, asserting that the overall look and feel of her aesthetic was distinctive and should be protected.
So you can't also dress like Ronald McDonald is like and have it sell burgers. Okay,
right.
Go.
Misappropriation of likeness. She said that Sheil replicated aspects of her personal image and presentation, like
That's
single white
one.
female.
Yeah, it's a tougher one to sell.
And then violation of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA.
Just basic copyright, like, you did what I did online.
But yeah, exactly.
Take it down.
I did online. So lawyers for Gifford said that her visual style was her distinctive commercial identity. And they argued that the consistent monochrome cream, gray, and neutral beige color scheme together with minimalist settings and personal presentation constituted protectable elements of her brand. And when I say, like, their faces are neutral, like they look like they've had like all these injectables, so they're just like there's no expression.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like
it's really weird.
Face,
but like the same long
Botox,
brown
rather,
with like a
not
kind of
botulism.
like slightly curled bottom hair. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like kind of pumpkin spice lady hair. But yeah.
There's a little bit of wave at the bottom.
Yes,
okay,
yeah. I'm a hair aesthetic.
I'm a heretic.
So like, can social media aesthetic or vibe be owned or protected under traditional intellectual property law?
I don't think so, unless you're doing you just say like, hey, I'm Marshawn Lynch, and you spell Lynch differently, like then you can get into trouble. But other than that, I don't think so.
Well, the media loved this question, this quandary.
Really?
They were all over it. I mean, whether a personal aesthetic could be treated like a trade dress or other protected expression, that had no clear precedent.
That's like the chubby checker to Fats Domino question.
I'm sorry, it's Fats Domino.
This has been done. This is not a new question,
No, I
people.
know. So Sheil's attorney was all motion to dismiss, Your Honor, like on a lot of stuff. In late 2024, the court...
It's giving dismiss, Your Honor?
The court ruled on the motions, dismissing some claims, such as torturous interference, while allowing core copyright, trade dress, and misappropriation of likeness claims to proceed into broader review.
Okay.
So here's the debate on the underlying legal issues. Copyright law protects the specific expression of ideas, like individual photos or videos, but not broad ideas like a color palette or a general style.
You can't copyright an idea.
So
they say this in Hollywood all the time.
Yeah, this means that much of what Gifford was looking to protect is like outside of copyright reach.
Yeah.
Trade dress doctrine, which is a form of trademark protection, protects distinctive visual identifiers associated with a source of goods or services, but only if such identifiers are recognized as unique and capable of causing consumer confusion.
This is the Mickey Rat and Mickey Mouse.
Well, the most famous example is probably the Coca-Cola bottle.
Yes, there you go.
Or the wax dripping from the cap on a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Yes.
Tiffany blue for their packaging.
Word.
The red bottom of a Christian Louboutin shoe.
Okay, thank you.
The shape of goldfish crackers.
Oh, really?
That's protected.
Huh.
The red tab on a pair of Levi's.
Right, I get it.
And even the shape and colors used in an IHOP.
Oh, I can totally see that because they are very distinctive.
Right. So there's a high legal burden to prove in a crowded aesthetic space that there's some sort of trade dress doctrine there.
And the primacy. You have to be the first. You can't be the second suing the third, right?
Exactly. So by late 2024, experts, they're already treating the case as this bellwether for how intellectual property laws are going to apply to digital creators and influencer content.
Sure.
It's this brand new world.
If they say so.
A whole new world. Some commentators...
No one's ever done it like this before because this is online. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, sure. There were warnings that if the courts tried to enforce something as broad as a quote vibe, judges risked becoming arbiters of subjective aesthetic judgments.
Yes, you can't copyright a vibe.
No, so I've tried, man. May 28th.
Only Prince ever copyrighted a vibe. And it was such a specific vibe, people were like, no one else can do that.
Yeah, exactly. May 28th, 2025, Gifford voluntarily dismissed all of her claims against Shield with prejudice, officially ending the litigation. And so when it's dismissed with prejudice, it means that she can't refile, no monetary damages are awarded to either side.
Don't be bringing this back in my courtroom.
Yeah, so it came after mediation, negotiation. Her lawyer said that the cost and time of litigation influenced her decision to withdraw from the case and then refocus on her business and personal life.
And her aesthetic.
Yeah. Shield's attorney said that this was vindication.
Okay.
I'm sure that both of these ladies were loving the fact that so many manila envelopes were used in filing.
Also, some people are mentioning their whole beige core thing anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's helping their reach.
Right, exactly.
Their impressions.
So they were like, you know what? Shield's not paying anything. Claims are meritless. And then they went on, like her content was independently created and not based on Gifford's.
Yeah.
Both of them made public statements to their followers about their own perceptions of what happened.
Their own unique expressions.
But it became known as the Sad Beige lawsuit. And so the Sad Beige lawsuit did not result in a judicial opinion establishing a new legal precedent. But it did really kind of highlight the challenges that are facing influencers and intellectual property law in this digital age. There's this difficulty of how do you apply traditional copyright and trademark framework to non-traditional, quote, content that's built around a brand.
Okay.
They're not like individual protectable works.
Yeah, exactly. You can protect the Nike swoosh, but you can't protect the Nike vibe.
Right. You'll see a lot of coverage refer to this as personal brand, but this is not something that these ladies created whole cloth.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They're shilling products from Amazon. They are ads.
Yes.
Like, it's not personal. And I think that's something that gets lost. You talked about Martha earlier.
Stewart, yeah. Uh-huh.
So Martha Stewart created a vibe.
Yes.
It was riffing off old money and like fantasies of gardens and cottages, but she wasn't shilling specific products until she created her own products and then became a brand herself.
She shilled for her own stuff.
That's right. So she's a creator and influencer, in my opinion.
I'm with that.
I'm probably wrong, in which case everyone can just keep it to themselves.
No, I think she's an influencer.
Yeah, because she wasn't, like I said, she self-directed at first.
Yeah.
And then so it wasn't like at the behest of these brands.
No,
that
not
she
at
was
all.
going out and creating all this quote unquote content.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's take a break. Let's take an ad break. God bless them, these ads. When we come back, I have a doozy of an influencer battle.
oh, yeah.
Zaron,
Elizabeth,
I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
that's the best place to do the scraping.
Let's go, bro. Let's do it. Let's get down to the bottom. In this corner,
Yes.
we have Brian Johnson.
Oh, I love dregs.
Not the lead singer of AC/DC.
Oh.
Although I would love for him to mix it up with an influencer.
That would be kind of fun.
And then oddly enough, I'm not talking about the Brian Johnson who's the tech guy trying to stop himself from aging.
Oh, yeah. The guy. Oh, yeah.
He's fascinating to me. He has this protocol he developed called Blueprint.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, so there's a very controlled diet structure and meal timing. All
Oh,
of
yeah.
this is to make it so that he doesn't age.
Yeah. Or he lives forever kind
Lives
of thing.
forever.
Yeah.
So he's got like macros and all that. He doesn't eat after noon.
Mm-hmm.
His menu is fixed. Like his morning drink is what he calls a longevity mix.
Okay.
Collagen, protein, creatine, prebiotic fibers every day.
Sure, why not?
Great. And there's lots of exercise and movement. He does a daily 60 to 90-minute training block. That makes sense. That's good.
Yeah, move the body.
He has a set of sleep rules or routines.
Sleep rules?
Uh-huh.
Rules
So
for
it's like
how he sleeps.
Consistent bedtime.
Oh, okay.
A wind down routine, which I don't think is like mine of I'm going to watch Instagram reels.
Until the doom
and
shuts my eyes.
bulk send them to my friends. He has a cool bedroom temperature range. He avoids stimulants after noon.
Okay.
Like, okay.
It's funny. I do a lot of these things just naturally
Right?
because like I'm just a jerk. Who's like, I don't like to be overstimulated past noon or whatever.
Totally.
Like, nobody needs that.
Yeah, I don't eat late, and I like to kind of wind down. I only have 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I don't really have anything after stimulant-wise after that.
Oh, I do. Okay, never mind. I take it back. I like coffee all throughout the day.
Throughout the day.
But I don't consider it a stimulant because it doesn't really feel like
Doesn't
it
do it
stimulates
for
me.
you. He takes a crazy number of supplements. Some that are sold as Blueprint products and some not. And then
Are these all of the ones that are faddish?
I think so. I couldn't even get a full list. He takes a ton of prescription medication.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Acarbose, I don't know, metformin.
Oh, yeah. I know that one.
Candesartan,
Don't know
Jardiance, thyroid meds.
Any glucosamine and chondroitin?
That would be a supplement.
Yeah.
Oral minoxidil, Repatha, tadalafil. None of these are to treat conditions other than getting older.
It also isn't minoxidil for hair? Isn't that the Rogaine active ingredient?
Yeah. So he's doing that.
I know he used to be a redhead. Now he has black hair.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
how that
hard to pull
happened.
off.
That is really hard.
Strong drugs.
But yeah, thyroid meds, Jardiance, metformin. I don't know. He has a whole skincare routine.
Of course he does.
And then that prescription.
Will he share?
The prescription hair growth meds. He uses red light therapy for both his scalp and hair and then his whole body.
Oh.
He does a hyperbaric oxygen therapy thing.
Oh, of course.
And
no
a
hyaluronic
sauna.
acid.
I'm sure he just soaks in it. He does young plasma exchanges.
Oh, the Keith Richards style?
Including one involving his son.
What?
Yeah,
it's right. He takes his son. His son's his blood boy.
Yes. It's very Lance Armstrong-esque.
Yeah,
it sounds exhausting. His life sounds exhausting.
And sad.
And sad. Like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
You know how many people have tried this and no one can pull it off?
No.
You'll be the guy that lives forever. I'm like, it's not going to be. Like, trust me, we're not there yet.
No.
We don't understand enough about the human body for you to know what buttons to even push and in what combinations.
And he's just taking all sorts of garbage in there.
And experimenting on himself too, might I add.
Yeah, he is. No, the Brian Johnson I'm talking about is also known as Liver King.
Oh, Lord. That guy.
That guy.
Oh,
yeah.
I see him on social media.
Yeah.
I don't follow him, but occasionally someone will post him, and
that's what I'm talking about
scary.
today. He was born in 1978, and
looks
apparently
like a handbag.
He was really bullied and picked on as a kid.
No.
And as a result, he turned to fitness.
Of course.
That's what Fred Durst should have done.
Overdid it.
He went to Texas Tech University and got a bachelor's in biochemistry.
Okay.
After graduation, he worked as a pharmaceutical sales rep in Houston. And then he later, put money in on his wife's dental practice.
So he was like selling Oxycontins to the doctors.
Sure. And then social media came calling.
Of course.
And so he adopted the online persona Liver King around 2020. He started promoting what he branded as, quote, ancestral lifestyle. And this lifestyle philosophy had an emphasis on primal nutrition and behaviors. So that meant eating like huge amounts of raw, unprocessed organ meats.
So the
like liver.
cavemen was like the height of humanity.
Yeah. Eggs.
Just you hear yourself, sir.
Animal fats. He was all about that beef tallow. And other foods rooted in like this romanticized prehistoric diet.
Okay.
His videos featured extreme workouts like ice plunges and these elaborate strength challenges.
Yes.
So he went.
I'm sure picking up boulders and stuff.
He went viral, Zaron.
Of course he did.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Yes. He's a living cartoon character.
Yes. And he had like millions of followers.
He's a short king too, right? So he's got an extra spark plug energy.
Like, what's his name? Who's the little guy who always poses on his tippy toes?
Oh, yeah.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah. Look up Dave Portnoy
It's standing on his tippy
standing
toes.
on tippy toes or like posing. Anytime he's in a picture with people, he's what, like 5'4"?
What? I don't know what he is. Yeah, but I know that you've shown me the photos where he's on his tippy toes, and it's like the question is like, does the person who's taking the photo? Obviously, he thinks they're not including his feet.
On purpose.
It seems like it's a dick move to really point out. Like
they have to, and I applaud them for it. So he's this guy, Liver King. He's got millions of followers, and he's got a lucrative personal brand. Like he has this supplement company, Heart and Soil, that he and this doctor named Paul Saladino started.
Soil.
A little close there. But like his company spinoff, like his brand is Ancestral Supplements, which like right there is amazing.
I like how these would go on. Sorry.
And he reportedly he had an annual revenue in the 9-figure range at its peak.
What?
Yes. So the Liver King.
I feel both bad for all the suckers who get conned by these people, but at the same time, I can't believe how many give up so much money to these suckers these people.
So he had these claims about achieving this physique purely through the ancestral diet. But like all these medical professionals are like, absolutely not. Do not do that. Don't just eat raw liver and chug eggs and go like climb a tree and scream. Like, don't do this.
It's not going to do it for you.
No.
Trust.
They're like, this is really harmful. And then the Whopper, not from Burger King. In late 2022, there were these leaked internal emails that revealed that Johnson had been secretly using anabolic steroids and human growth hormone.
If you look at pictures of him with it, he always has his shirt off. So you see his whole like chest and all the way the veins go. Yeah. You know that that's an anabolic steroid body. Yeah.
And he was spending $11,000 a month on all these drugs.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And so he initially was like, no way, man. No, that's bogus, man. But later he's like, okay, yeah, man. Like, I did it. So he did a YouTube apology video.
That's $132,000 a year on just steroids.
Yeah. And he acknowledged that, he misled his audience.
Misled.
I love an apology video. They're always so terrible.
Oh, totally. But let's skip past my foundational lie and just talk about it like it's a bummer I did this.
So there's this whole scandal. Some of his followers filed a class action lawsuit against him and his supplement company claiming deception. That was later discontinued. He also was the subject of a 2025 Netflix documentary called Untold, The Liver King. And it kind of traces his whole, deal.
Okay.
So that's him. And then in this corner, we have Joseph James Rogan Jr. You know him as Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, huh?
He started his professional career as a stand-up comedian in 1988.
Yes.
And then he built a name for himself in what I saw described as observational and often provocative comedy.
Huh.
You say so.
I think of him as like really breaking out in news radio. Like he did
that's
better
the thing, yeah.
as an
Then
actor.
he broadens out in television. So he's on sitcoms, he's on news radio, and then he gets the gig hosting that weird show Fear Factor.
Fear Factor. That really when he became a star.
Yeah. And then he got really deeply involved in mixed martial arts.
Yes. Oh yeah.
MMA.
Early MMA guy.
Yeah. So in the late 90s, early 2000s, he was working as a commentator and an interviewer for Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC.
Yeah.
In 2009...
He was like the John Madden of MMA.
Yes. In 2009, he launched the Joe Rogan Experience, a long-form conversational podcast.
Yeah.
And it, he has guests on from like really diverse fields: science, politics, entertainment, sports, culture. He's got tens of millions of listeners.
Oh, I bet.
In 2020, he signed an exclusive licensing deal to take his podcast to Spotify.
Right.
So he has trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu since the mid-90s. Mm-hmm. And he has black belts in both no-gi and gi forms.
Good for him.
And he talks all the time about martial arts, training methods, physical conditioning on his podcast. And he has like really strong views, I guess, on health, training, discipline. I wouldn't know. I've never listened to him. Sure. It's not all roses for old Joe. He's a polarizing figure, Zaron.
What? Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
The guy the host of Fear Factor.
He's got this huge platform. And he let's just say he isn't very careful about what he says when it comes to...
The news radio guy.
Politics, the stand-up comedian.
Tell me.
when it comes to politics, public health, drug policy, free speech, culture.
Jimmy, put up on the board talk radio guy. Sorry, go on.
So it's there that he crossed paths with Liver King.
Oh my, can you imagine the conversations that they have?
You
Like
don't
in
have
emails?
to. You don't have to.
You haven't?
So by spring of 2022,
Yes.
Brian Johnson has turned Liver King into this like viral masculinity and organ meat brand. And the core promise is that his cartoonishly muscular physique comes from an ancestral lifestyle.
From eating the organs of animals.
And then Joe Rogan.
Are you supposed to go to like kill your own, or you can go to the supermarket and just get some organ meat?
Walmart.
Good enough. Like,
Walmart.
as your ancestors would have done.
So Rogan, his podcast regularly functions as a think tank.
Oh, yeah.
A cultural loudspeaker, to say, on fitness. He clocked the act early on and treated it as performance, not revelation.
Oh, yeah.
So he was on to him early on.
Too much of that false macho masculinity.
One human growth hormone user to the other.
Yeah,
he saw it.
Real recognizes real.
Real.
Or surreal recognizes surreal.
In a 2022 profile of Johnson, GQ talks about how Rogan dismissed Liver King's messages as a quote gimmick, and then they landed the line that became the feud's like seed crystal.
Who?
Quote, "He has got an ass filled with steroids is what that guy's got."
So that's what Joe Rogan said, and they include that in the profile.
Yes.
And did Johnson get a respond to that the profile?
It mattered less because, it was cruel, but Joe Rogan says things like that all the time.
Yeah. He's still a stand-up.
It was more because it was aimed at the exact fault line of the business model.
Men's butts?
Steroids in butts. No, this isn't an ancestral lifestyle. This came out of a
total anabolic
jar.
steroids.
So in late June of 2025, so at this point, Liver King's life is spiraling out.
Okay, 2025, yeah.
Johnson, Liver King, started posting direct, escalating videos addressing Joe Rogan.
Like threatening him.
Yeah, repeatedly framing it as like a man-to-man honor challenge.
Oh, I call you out to the oak tree.
Oh, yeah.
You show up shirtless and we get down.
Zaron, close your eyes.
No. Oh, man, I walked into that. Eyes are closed.
I want you to picture it. You are a wolf. Or rather, you were a wolf. You met your maker, and now you've been taxidermied, made into a pelt with your head intact. And right now, you're resting on the head of Brian Johnson, a.k.a. Liver King. You are in his living room, its walls painted black, various gold spray-painted stencils adorning the space over the fireplace and surrounding a full-length mirror. Candelabras rest on tables. A battered leather club chair is behind you. And beneath you, Liver King. He is topless and wears black sweatpants, his beard long and his features rough. He stands with his legs spread. He's just finished working out and is terribly dehydrated, giving definition to his muscles and oddly shaped torso. His belly button protrudes like a large cyst, an outie if ever there was one. You once prowled the woods and bayed at the moon. You are now perched on the sweaty scalp of a madman. He holds 2 guns, both with impossibly large barrels, one plated in gold. Before you is a tripod and a ring light, and inside of it, an iPhone. Liver King scurries over to press record, then takes a few paces back and hunches forward in attack stance. He clears his throat. Joe! His voice is rough. He clears his throat again. He takes in his image looking back at him from the selfie mode iPhone. He turns his head this way and that, raises his chin, lowers it. He widens his stance a little more, and then begins again. Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. His left leg vibrates in an odd tremor. He rants a little more about rules and such. You can't really make out what he's saying. You're a liar. You can't pick a fight with a real king and expect there not to be an actual fight, bro. He leans back and laughs, a maniacal chuckle. He then straightens up and walks over to the phone, ceasing the recording. He sets the guns down on the table and lifts you from his head. He rests you gently atop the guns. He leaves the room, mumbling to himself. You have never wished more for a house fire than you are now. All you want is to be consumed and cleansed in flame, allowed to return to the earth that cradled you.
Oh, man. I hear these things, and I just, I want to say, I knew Randy Macho Man Savage, and you, sir, are no Randy Macho Man Savage.
Dude, it's
such a wrestling promo. But with no wrestling.
The videos are so uncomfortable to watch.
I bet.
And I have to say that when I went to watch the various videos, which were totally unhinged, the lead-in ads were bonkers too.
Oh, I can't even thought about that part.
There was this one with a guy just standing in his kitchen, and he's saying how people need to drink warm water with cinnamon dissolved in it before bedtime to eliminate blood parasites.
Blood parasites.
Oh yeah, and the nanobots.
Sure, why not?
So this is the point where the beef shifted from internet heckling into something that law enforcement could interpret as a threat. So the posts weren't just general trash talk about training or ideology. He starts doing all this stuff where he's directly summoning Joe Rogan in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And the visuals that read as menacing to outsiders. Crime. This is a crime.
So it starts like wrestling promo energy. I'm going to fight you at the Dallas
And then he's
Cowboys.
I am coming to get you.
And then he's I know your address, and I know what time you're
Totally.
Wait a minute.
So according to Austin police, as quoted by ABC News, detectives, quote, reviewed the posts and observed that Johnson, quote, was traveling to Austin while continuing to make threatening statements. So he keeps getting out.
Getting closer and closer.
And taking more videos. And the travel is crucial. It turns a loud Instagram dare into this scenario, right? We got a person with a large platform posting about a fight with weapons
on his way
moving toward the target city. So the detectives contact Joe Rogan, who, quote, had never had any interaction with Johnson and considered the post to be threatening. And so then the police, they get an arrest warrant for a terroristic threat charge.
Oh.
MMA Fighting magazine later added an important connective detail.
Sure.
Police were initially contacted by a member of Rogan's security team as the videos escalated. So it's not like they saw them themselves or stumbled upon them. Joe Rogan's security was hey guys, I'm going to send you a link.
Now, do you think that was to give 1 degree of remove from Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Rather than him
so
call
it's not
directly?
Him calling the cops.
Joe called the cops.
Help!
Yeah.
So
his kung fu wouldn't get him out of
apparently,
this or whatever.
This is a security problem, and Rogan's side sees the post. They see the travel. They something has to be done before these guys unhinged.
That's the thing, is that you don't, with something like this, you won't know that he's going to do a crime till he does the crime.
Exactly. So they find him. The cops find Liver King at the Four Seasons in downtown Austin.
Oh.
And they arrest him on misdemeanor terroristic threat charges.
He was traveling well as a terrorist.
He was there with his dogs. And they had made a video
now,
about
are these
how
wolf dogs? Or
no,
these
were
chihuahuas?
these were Dobermans or something, and he was I'm here with my dogs, and we're gonna get you.
That's
but I really love that he was at the Four Seasons.
That's the best detail. It's
just like the ancestors would have done.
And you can picture him in the really plush robe they give you, and he's going around eating his liver.
With his belly button popping out.
Exactly.
His erect belly button.
He's got an ice chest of raw meat, and he's I need a bigger fridge in my room.
Right, exactly. And so Johnson posted a video showing moments before the arrest, and he's just pacing around and talking about impending prison time and a fight with Rogan.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, the cops show up, he's cuffed, led away.
It means he's aware of the consequences.
Oh, yeah, totally.
He can't even then pull
So after booking, his release conditions were not the slap on the wrist kind. So the Houston Chronicle reported that bond was set at $20,000 and conditions included no contact with Joe Rogan, which I'd be fine by me.
Done deal.
And staying 200 yards away from Rogan and his family, plus mental health supervision and evaluation.
Okay.
So if this, you're starting to see this conflict's shape is pretty clear. It's not two loud guys arguing.
Yeah.
It's a public figure with a massive platform, a perceived threat, police report, guy's not so well.
It's an extended,
well in the head.
like road rage incident.
Yeah,
just the road rage was coming at you, traveling.
And
at
I'm
you.
sure that there was a fear factor for Joe Rogan. So the criminal complaint said that the police believed that Johnson's behavior exhibited some, signs of like a mental health episode.
Sure, I can
and
say
that he could be a danger to himself or others. And so you can see why then it goes to like no contact orders. There was no sanctioned fight, no Rogan appearance, no public resolution between the two guys. The court process just ran out. He ran out the clock. Travis County Criminal Court confirmed the charges against Johnson were dismissed. Like it just faded away. What's wild is how many videos spun off from these videos. So there are so many videos with commentary on the original videos, on the whole situation. And that gets into two of my other pet peeves when it comes to online content and social media. I can't stand when someone posts a video of themselves sitting in the front seat of their car trying to lecture me on something. Like you're automatically not an expert in that moment.
I'm a little more forgiving on that. The thing that I cannot abide is I'm watching a video of one person and there's a split screen
I'm getting to
of
that.
another person.
I'm getting to that. But the ones who sit in the car, they like drag out whatever they're saying. There's lots of preamble and repetition. If someone I know forwards me a video like that, I refuse to watch it. I see someone in the seat of their car. I'm like, no, I'm not watching it.
I applaud that high standard.
The other one is what you're talking about. Like, I guess they call it like a stitch. So there's the original video where someone is then superimposed over the top, either pointing or nodding or doing like an outsized reaction.
Yeah, there's multiple ways. Yeah, there's a superimposed where they just see them like kind of floating either above or below or to the side. And then the other one is the literal split screen. Which is like I'd be taking up space just to make faces at me.
Or nod, like the nodding. The other one that's I keep seeing now, it really irritates me, is when people will scroll through the comments, funny comments on something and just crack up about it.
And they don't read them or make it.
No, they just, it's just them like wheezing, laughing. I hate those. Hate is a strong word and I use it on purpose here. And I also, now that you're letting me vent for once, Zaron.
Please.
I can't stand all the like fight videos or videos of bigots acting badly in public or like people wilding out. Like I know that stuff exists. And the videos exist to get us all riled up. And that's not the stuff to get riled up over right now. It
does water down the rage.
Yeah. Like we have more urgent, route-worthy issues.
Yes.
I don't care about someone getting slapped in a Taco Bell, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I don't want to be so mad. I don't want to be so worked up. I want peace and quiet and safety and creativity and community. And we don't have that right now.
Or if you are going to get into a fight, it better be one of the most epic, crazy, like guy gets knocked off of a cliff by a donkey.
No, I don't want to see that.
No, I do. What I'm saying is I want to see that.
I just want to see that. You know what?
If a man fights an animal and loses, I will watch that every time. Kangaroo beats up a man.
For all of this, I put blame on both social media and reality TV.
Yes.
Among other things, obviously. But and then now I'm just going to go check my Instagram feed. Zaron, while I look for reels to forward to you, what's your ridiculous takeaway?
I can't believe I admitted to you that I really am a huge fan and victim of the genre of man fights animals videos. Like, I don't like watching like two people fight generally, and like unless it's just some like righteous moment or some like they're getting justice through the violence, and I can watch it and I have no problem, no qualms, but if it's an animal, like I don't feel the least bit bad.
No.
Of course, like it's like I'm always rooting for the animals.
You know me, let wild be wild, and I hope the animals always win.
I'm like, get him, Mr. Bear, get him.
100%.
So, I don't want to see like graphic gore, but I do want to see like the man get scared up a tree by a coyote, whatever. I'm like, yeah, if you tried to fight a coyote and realized it was a coyote after the fact, I don't care what happens. So I'm a silly sod that way, and I admit it. What's yours, Elizabeth?
My takeaways. I wish that just for once you'd let me vent.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Yeah. Let's have a talk back.
Okay.
Talk back. Oh my God, did he just say that?
OMG.
Hey, Elizabeth. So I heard about the black garlic Dorito dip. Sounds interesting. but I'd like to let you know that I've made black garlic sugar cookies. One of my coworkers said it tasted like Christmas. I did add ginger to it, but give it a try. Okay, love the show. Bye!
Black garlic sugar cookies.
And ginger. So it's like a ginger snap with
I'm
black
intrigued.
garlic. Yeah.
I am very intrigued. All right, I'm going to look up a recipe. Thank you for that hot tip. That's it for today. You can find us online at ridiculouscrime.com. We're also Ridiculous Crime on Blue Sky and Instagram, social media. Let's see, YouTube as Ridiculous Crime Pod. You can email us at ridiculouscrime@gmail.com. Leave a talkback on the iHeart app. Please, please, please do so. Reach out. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by Kidney King Dave Kustin. Starring Annalise Rutger as Judith. Research is by Spleen Queen Marissa Brown and Baron Von Appendix Jabari Davis. The theme song is by Duke of Thyroid Thomas Lee and Sinus Cavity Prince Travis Dutton. Host wardrobe is provided by Botany 500. Guest hair and makeup by Sparkleshot and Mr. Andre. Executive producers are inventor of the Happy Beige aesthetic Ben Bolin and rival Happy Beige influencer Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.